So in last video you have learned how to put the invoice entry into SAP system. So now we are going to issue payment to our vendor against the PO or against the delivery which he has done. So we are going to exercise now how to issue payment into our SAP. So here we are going to exercise how to issue payment to a vendor against the delivery in reference of a purchase order. So in order to do that, we will go to accounting part. Please note, whatever exercise we have done so far in P2P cycle was closely associated with material management and related to the purchasing department and warehouse department. And now this exercise which we are going to practice here in order to issue payment to the vendor is relevant to the accounting department. And so in order to access the same, we will go in accounting folder instead of logistics. We will select the financial accounting, account payable, outgoing payment. And here we are going to select the first T code, that is F53, means post payment. And here post outgoing payment header data portal is available. So this portal is used to issue payment to the vendor. Firstly, you have to select the document date, and that is today's date. Since we are issuing payment today, that is 28/5/2020. Now we have to select the bank account. Friends, bank account here is a ledger account from which you want to issue payment, and that is called general ledger. And this general ledger account is further linked with a bank account, which is an accounting part. And if you want to learn a detail about this bank account and general ledger account, you can refer to the accounting session, which we are going to post in a different video series. But for now, your information, the bank account which will the general ledger account, which account department will determine for posting of payments related to our plant. So in our case, we have selected 131100105, that is the general ledger account for posting of invoice or for issuing of amount to the vendor from our plant. Now the account, so hit enter. So as you can see, it has given an error that entry is required in value date. So value date means you have to enter the date. So that date is again going to be today's date. So now the amount which you want to issue. So we'll go back to our last PO, and here you can see the total amount is 7.175. So I'm going to put 7175, enter. Now it is asking us the open item selection. Open item selection, it deals with the account of vendor. So in this case, account tab, we have to put the vendor code. Since we have already discussed that at the time of creation of vendor code, its banking detail will automatically associated with the vendor code. So we just put the vendor code over here. So once you put the vendor code and execute it, you will see all invoice received against this vendor code. So you can see there is only one document against this vendor code 105. It means there is only one standing invoice which is pending for the payment against this vendor. In order to understand the activation and deactivation of individual invoices, let us post one more purchase order which we have created in our last session. So for that, I will go to Myro. So invoice date, then we will select a reference purchase order, which is 28 we have already posted. So now we will go with 27, enter. So this purchase order we have created for 5 quantity, that is 5125 total amount. So we will enter 5125, hit enter. So it is asking us the baseline date, again 31st, and payment method is by bank transfer. You can see over here the balance is 0 and it is showing posted, can be posted. So now we are going to save this, and you can see one more purchase document is created. Now again we will go back to our last transaction. I need to close it and re-execute the same. Again we will go to F53, that is post document. We will select the document date, we will select the bank account, we will select the amount. Since we want to post the previous invoice, or we want to issue payment against the previous invoice, account of vendor, value date means today's date, and hit enter. So here you can see we have two invoices pending against the vendor 105 for the payment. But in this case, we want to issue payment for only first invoice. But here in INR gross, you can see both invoice amount are in blue color. It means both are active. And here assigned amount is total, means sum of both. So what you can do, you can select the line item which you want to deactivate and come here. This is for activation and this is for deactivation. Then click over the deactivation of item. So here you can see it has turned into the black and assigned value is again 7175. It means we are issuing payment against the first document for the value of 7175. If there is any discount from the vendor, you can put over here. And now we just save this and you can see here we have received a document number for the posting of this payment. It means we have issued the payment to the vendor against this invoice. So we'll go back. So this is all about how to post invoice or how to issue payment against any purchase order and invoice received. So now this is the end of our P2P cycle, means procurement to payment cycle, where we have learned how to create request for quotation, how to create purchase order, how to put good envert or good entry or goods receipt, how to enter invoice receipt, and how to issue payment. So these all are steps, 5 stages we have covered into this video series of P2P cycle. Thank you.